Hey everyone! So I haven't really posted in a while and I felt like filming something just because I have a little bit of time and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to check in with everyone. For those of you that don't know, I am currently at Camp Chrysalis in Kerrville, Texas, as a pottery instructor. I have had the most amazing and challenging time here. I've definitely been pushed outside my comfort zone, which is something I didn't realize I needed, but I've found a deeper connection to God in my faith. This is a faith based camp. So, getting to explore my faith and how it applies to me and how I can go out and teach others about what I believe and what Lutheran theology believes and allow campers room to grow in their own faith. This past week, we had our first week of campers, which was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Each one of them brought their own challenges, but they were all absolutely phenomenal people, and I will remember them for the rest of my life. And that sounds really cheesy because, yeah, of course, you're working at a summer camp and you're going to be impacted by the people you meet. And you know you're going to be impacted by the people you meet. But I can honestly say that I had no idea that these guys were going to impact me in the way that they did. A lot of them brought questions about theology that I was able to answer, and they made me dig deeper into my own faith. And I will never stop being inspired by this first group of campers because this is my first summer working at camp, and so like as post high school I did a year at Imago Day, but this is my first year on full-time staff, and it has been life changing. I've made some of my best friends with the staff here at camp, and I've grown so much. I've learned new ways to handle my anxiety. Unfortunately, I've also had some new tics come out. I've had some new symptoms start showing of my anxiety, which has been a blessing and a curse. But I've definitely learned new ways to cope and new ways to work on my communicating. This summer is definitely going to be a summer of growth for me. Not just because I'm growing in my faith and I'm going to be helping campers grow in their faith, but just because this is the longest time that I've been away from home, which brings its own challenges, especially homesickness. Like I'm going to see my family on Sunday when they come to drop off my sister for camp, but I'm still going to be away from home, and I'm not going to be going home until early mid-August. So that's going to be a challenge. The last time that I was far away from home for a significant amount of time was college, and I had a mental breakdown and had to leave. So I'm going to be very honest in saying that I'm absolutely terrified that that's going to happen again. I'm absolutely terrified that I'm just going to completely fail and let down these campers. And this is a concern that I've brought to some of my supervisors so that they can help me process. But just knowing that I'm afraid, and honestly, my biggest fear is letting down these campers, because I remember having the time of my life in pottery and arts and crafts when I came to this camp growing up. And so far, I'm doing a good job. The campers have left with smiles on their faces, and that brings me so much joy, knowing that I'm doing my job and I'm not always perfect, but that I am impacting people. I have the power to bring change, especially because just this is another stereotype. It's gonna sound really cheesy, but I'm still young, so I don't feel like I have the power to change things. I feel like anything worth changing is beyond my scope of control. And just knowing that I can change things, that what I say makes a difference. I've gotten to lead a few messages during worships this week, and I had some of the campers come up and tell me how much it impacted them. And that's not why I give messages. I don't give messages so that kids come up and say, "Oh, you're a great speaker. You should do this more often." I do it because I've been through things in life. People go through things. And just knowing that I can share my experiences and have people just relate to what I'm saying and take away something from it really helps me in a way to know that I'm not alone in this world. I'm not powerless. What I do carries weight. And it's something that I've been coming to realize is that just because I'm young doesn't mean that I don't influence people and that I can't bring change. So that'll be a big thing for me this summer is remembering that I have the power to help people. And since I have the power to help people, I should help people because that is what my faith calls me to do. My faith, and I'm not entirely, I believe this lines up with Lutheran theology. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. At this point, I don't really care, and that sounds really bad, but in this instance, I'm going to stick to what I believe. And what I believe says is that if I have the power to help, then I have the obligation to help. If it's as simple as sitting there and giving someone a hug, then that's what I do. If it requires that I stay up all night with someone, I will stay up all night because I don't want to know that I could have helped someone and I didn't. There does become a line, though, where I have to say, this isn't healthy for me. And that is such a hard line for me to draw because I want to help people because I know what it feels like. I know what that pain feels like. Even though I won't know exactly what their pain feels like, I know that I have felt pain before and it doesn't feel good. Pain doesn't feel good for anyone. And so I just want to help people, but I have to draw that line where it becomes toxic for me and where I need to step back and let someone else step in. And that's something that I've been starting to learn this summer, especially with scheduling and trying to stretch myself too thin by trying to help everyone at once where I don't have enough time to get my own work done. And that's something that I've been working on. And so it's just something that I think is gonna change this summer. I think this summer is gonna change me in more ways than one. And I'm really excited to see what this summer brings. I've met some amazing people. Like I've said before, the staff is absolutely amazing. The campers are life-changing. And just, I don't know what else to say, but that this summer is going to be amazing. I absolutely know that this summer is going to be amazing and that it's going to change my life. Choosing to work at camp this summer has been the best decision I've made in my life so far. I can say that with absolute certainty, that working at camp is the best decision I've made this far in my life. I really don't know what else to say. This was kind of just me turning on the camera and just talking. Sorry, it's kind of a long video. If you have any questions about my time here at camp or you want to just check in with me, if you want to message me, I can send you my address for the summer. And feel free to send me letters just to check in, or feel free to message me throughout the summer and I'll get back to you because I won't really have my phone during the week, but I will have it on weekends. So I would love to hear your messages for me or just things you think I should know working at a summer camp for the first summer. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like an absolute crazy person, we are doing a color dance tonight, and so I decided to wear as much color as I possibly could. But I'm really digging this lei on my head, and I usually don't wear bright colored lipstick. This is really aggressive for me, and I love it. I'm absolutely in love with this color. That's totally a ramble, but yeah, we're doing a color dance tonight, and I am so excited to get to just relax and have fun with the staff because our first week of campers was really a trial and error week, and we did amazing, but we all need some time to relax. So I'm really excited to get to just chill with these guys and hang out. I'm going to try and make weekend videos, just kind of checking in with my own personal growth and what has happened for me in the week. Of course, I won't be disclosing anything about campers because that's not my place and it's none of your business. That sounded really rude, but it's true. So I'll just be talking about ways that I've grown, and this is mostly just to document so I can look back on my first summer at camp and how I grew as a child of God and how I grew in my faith. So thank you if you stuck around for this whole video. I'm going to move myself around so that I can turn this camera off when the video is over. Thank you for watching this. It really means a lot that you guys care enough to stick around and hear about my life. I am so excited. I'm so blessed and so terrified at the same time. And I've come to realize that that's life. That is just the way life goes. I'm going to feel a bunch of emotions all the time, and I'm just going to have to learn to live, grow, love, and learn. So thank you for sticking around. Feel free to message me on Instagram or Facebook if you want my address to send me letters or care packages, or if you just have any questions about what I'm doing this summer and ways that I am challenging myself in ways that I am going to grow. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and make another video next weekend on my own personal growth, and maybe just share some more stories. But thank you. I love you all. Goodbye.